Hello my fiery friends, welcome to another awesome and fiery fun stream. I'm your host the Inferno Man here, and hope you're having a wonderful Independence Day wherever you are at. Even for those of you that are not Americans, I still want you to join the festivities today with our awesome deck tech today. So, what exactly are we going to be playing today to celebrate America? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, let's just jump into it right now and show you exactly what we're going to be doing for today. So, join me today in the Brawl format because, of course, thanks to the Marvel set, I guess this is kind of like a nice little surprise for us here. This actually kind of made this year's theme deck a little easy to do. So instead, rather than trying to go with something a little bit more creative, we're just going to do it a little bit on the lazy side today. Join me today again, as I mentioned, in the Brawl format for Captain America leading Jeskai Heroes. So that's going to be the name of the game for today, everybody. So we're actually going to change it a little bit up today in terms of how we're going to be doing the games. So as of last week when they updated the client, now Brawl has both a competitive and non-competitive format. So what we're going to be doing today is, for the budget deck, to keep it fair, now hopefully again this should keep it fair, we'll play the deck, actually the budget version, in the unranked Brawl format. And then for the upgraded one, since that is made to actually be more competitive, we'll play that one in true Brawl itself in the ranked format. So that's how we're actually going to be doing it going forward starting today. So before we get started with that, let's go ahead, let's cover again the stats of the deck. Because longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it, we have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So Captain America here, Jeskai Heroes, is going to be, as I mentioned, red, white, and blue, of course. We're going to be rocking an average mana curve about 2.7. And in total, we'll have 21 creatures in the deck. We have 21 instants, 9 sorceries, 11 artifacts, 3 enchantments, and 37 lands. So Captain America, team leader here, literally being our leader for the deck, is actually a pretty sweet commander, only just because I do like what he can do. Definitely, I'm a fan. For those that don't know, I'm big on creature-themed decks. I love those kinds of synergies, so he works out really well for us. Captain America here is a 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature, human soldier hero, and it says whenever another hero you control enters, it gains vigilance and haste until end of turn. So that's actually pretty good for aggro decks. Also, put a +1/+1 counter on that hero and another counter on Captain America. So little by little, he will get bigger and bigger and become stronger as the game progresses. So that's the name of the game, everyone. We want to start putting out there a bunch of heroes and start just snowballing our way to victory, to smash our way in. Very, I guess you say very American for us to do that. So let's go over really briefly all the cards, and then we'll play as many matches as we can over the next couple hours in best of 1 here. As I mentioned again, for the budget version, first half, unranked. Once we actually play the upgraded version of the deck, then we'll go all in on ranked, because at that point, I mean, we're going to be not holding back, so we'll definitely have a stronger deck for that. So, starting, of course, in the 1-drop slot here, we'll go over Boon of Safety here. Adds a shield counter to target creature, and you scry 1. Again, mostly it's just for flavor purposes, but there is one specific version of Captain America that does care about shield counters. We'll talk about that in a bit. Captain's Defense just gives us a little bit of an extra pump here, and also can provide for us a card draw, but we have to use it only on a blocking creature, but still pretty good for us overall. Iconic Shield, of course, definitely got to put this in for flavor purposes, we have to throw that in. Gives your creature +1/+2, and whenever this creature attacks, another target attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Little expensive to put them on something, but it can be helpful in a pinch at some point in the game. Requisition Raid here, so we got to use this for the spree mechanic, destroy artifacts, enchantments, or put +1/+1 counters on all of our creatures. So good for the deck and synergy. Restoration Magic here, giving any one of our creatures hexproof and indestructible, and we'd scale it up to actually gain us more life. And at the highest end, of course, it can protect everything we have. Annul here and Dispel are our counter spells in the 1-drop slot. Annul for countering artifacts or enchantments. Dispel for countering instants. Lightning Bolt here, dealing 3 damage to any target, so of course we got to throw that in here for instant speed removal. Masked Meower here, so if one of our first heroes in the deck here, Spider Cat Hero, it has haste, you can discard it and sacrifice the creature if you want to draw a card, so again, just any point in the game can be good for us. Since we're going to be in red, white, and blue colors, the Jeskai, we don't have the best in terms of ramping, so we need to get a little creative here. So we're going to use Wayfarer's Bauble to do that, to help fetch out a basic land for us. And the 2-drop slot, we have Board the Weatherlight here. So believe it or not, with the way our deck is designed, we could take advantage of the historic ability that from the Dominaria set. So this allows us to dig 5 cards deep at sorcery speed. Reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand, and then of course put the rest of the cards in the bottom of your library. As a reminder, historic just simply means artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic, so perfect for our deck. Bucky Barnes, Eager Ally here, Human Soldier Hero, 2/2 with Vigilance. When Bucky dies, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Either reveal an equipment, hero, or soldier card and put it into your hand. So helps us again to stick out some stuff. Fortunately, he does have to die in order for the trigger to go off, but it can be helpful as a good just a good sack outlet for us. Sorry about that. Matt Murdock here, Justice Seeker. So for this, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can pay 1. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, and then puts on, and of course, each creature you control gets, with a counter has Ward 1, so good for light protection at any point in the game. Origin of the Avengers here, but this is a saga. Scry 2 for the first part. Part 2, you can get a creature card that's a hero from mana value of 3 or less onto the battlefield, and if you don't, just simply draw a card. And then finally, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So again, works really, really well, perfectly for the deck. Personify here. So just to kind of round out a bit of our package here, we have a couple of cards that provide shapeshifters for us. Shapeshifters are also changelings, as you can see, so they do count as honorary heroes, so that's why we want them in the deck. But for this one specifically, at instant speed, exile a creature you control, then bring it back. So we can just simply blink it, and it leaves behind for us a token. So mostly use this as kind of a way to protect our other heroes, just to make sure, again, Captain America can still do his thing. Razorgrass Ambush is either going to be a land in a pinch, or just use it to deal 3 damage to an attacking or blocking creature. Take up the shield, definitely for flavor purposes, but it is really good in our deck here. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, give it lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Since we're going to be doing a lot of +1/+1 counter shenanigans with this deck, ideally, we want cards that can proliferate. So we're going to throw in Contentious Plan here to draw a card at sorcery speed, but we can also proliferate to pump up our team. Experimental Augury allows us also to help us dig out some cards here. Look 3 cards deep, pull out one of those cards, and then you can proliferate for your game plan. Mana Leak here is going to be one of our many counter spells to help us protect our plan here. Counter a spell unless our controller pays 3. Serum Snare here allows us to bounce back a non-land permanent, and if its mana value is 3 or less, we can also proliferate again. Wild Rose Rebellion / counterspell, proper counterspell, we got to throw it into the deck. Azorius Charm here, you can pick one of 3 things with this charm. Either give all of our creatures lifelink, draw a card, or put an attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library, so you can get something big out of the way, or hopefully just give all of our creatures lifelink or draw. Dovin's Veto here, so again, we want to make sure we have at least one uncounterable counterspell, so this is probably our best one for the deck. We'll throw in Gold Forged Thoptrix here, so this is actually one of our best options for us for protection for the deck. This Dinosaur Thopter here is a 1/3 with flying and lifelink, and it says, each legendary permanent you control has Ward 2, so that is pretty awesome for the deck. Crawfish Cigarette, yo, hello my fire friend, good afternoon, how you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, and thanks again for joining us. So as you can see right now, we're covering our Captain America themed deck, and we'll be doing some gameplay in just a few moments, so thanks again for being here. Continuing on, we have No More Lies, another one of our counter spells. If we can get this to resolve, we can exile the spell permanently. Expressive Iteration here, so allows us to look at 3 cards, put one into your hand, put one onto your exile, and put the other one onto the bottom of your library. So this can be good card advantage, depending on how you can sequence this. Boros Charm here, so use this to, again, protect your whole game plan here, giving all of your permanents indestructible until end of turn, give a creature double strike, or just 4 damage to opponent's face or planeswalker. Rip Apart here also allows us to provide another option for us to choose. Use it to either destroy artifacts or enchantments, or 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Arcane Signet here. We are a 3-color deck, so we just want to make sure we fix our mana properly. Captain America's Shield here. Definitely have to throw in, of course, some of his equipment. So the infamous shield here is indestructible. Gives an equipped creature +0, +8, and has Vigilance. So this can be a good way to provide a great blocker at any point in the game. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you can tap target creature defending player control. So it gets blockers out of the way, so we can just do our thing. Environmental Sciences here allows us just to dig out a basic land and put it into our hand. Gain some life, so helps us, again, just pick out what we need. Swiftfoot Boots here gives one of our creatures hexproof and haste. Ideally, put this on Cap himself just to make sure he is protected. Going into the 3-drop slot, we have Wear/Tear. Use this to either fuse or use it individually to either destroy an artifact or an enchantment. Black Panther, Most Dangerous here. So one of our other heroes in the deck. Black Panther, if he's dealt damage, he deals that much damage to any other target. So if he actually has a sponge a hit, you can reflect it very quickly at an opponent's face or another creature if you just want to get something out of the way. Ideally, use him to chump block like the small stuff if you can, and just protect him wherever you need to, just to make sure you can just push that damage elsewhere. Oh, excuse me, folks. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. That one kind of hurt. Okay, anyways, moving on. Our next one of our Captain Americas here, Captain America Wings of Freedom here. So 3 mana, 3/1 human soldier hero with flying, first strike, and ward 1, so light protection. Whenever this version of Captain America attacks, each other hero you control gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is Captain America's toughness. Granted, he only has 1 toughness, but again, with things like the shield added to him, you can give him a massive boost, and that should be able to be enough to provide enough damage against our opponent. Also, the +1/+1 counters from Team Leader will help him out too. Flock Imposter here is another one of our ways we can protect our game plan here. This is another one of our honorary heroes because it's a changeling, but it has flash and it has flying. When this creature enters, bounce back another creature you control to your hand. So this can help us again protect what we need, recast stuff, just redo our thing. Origin of Captain America here, so definitely got to put this in. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, gets first strike and vigilance till end of turn. Part 2, you create Sturdy Shield here, just similar to the one we had earlier. And part 3, tap up to one target creature and put a stun counter on it. So you can just put something and knock it out, keeping it off the field to avoid blocking. Web up here, again, this is for flavor purposes, but you can use any one of these mechanics such as this, out of time, or what is it, I forget the other one. You know, it's basically that, you know, it's the 3 mana enchantment that just exiles non-land permanents. That's what it's for. Dark Side Cookies, now that's American ass. Okay, how you doing today, my fire friend? Good afternoon, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thanks again for joining us. All right, so again, just exile non-land permanents and keep it off the field until this is out. Captain America Super Soldier here. So this is a human soldier hero, legendary creature, 3/2 with first strike. This version of Captain America enters with a shield counter. So as long as this version of Cap here has a shield counter, you and other heroes you control have hexproof. So it provides us a good level of protection on top of it. So this is again where the boon of safety can actually be really helpful for him, because adding that extra shield counter on him provides for you even more protection for the game plan. Salinity Visions here just allows us to dig 6 cards deep or use it as a tap land. Sundering Eruption here, again, it can either be used as a land or use it to destroy a land to then make our opponent dig out a basic land. And then, of course, creatures without flying cannot block for a turn. Provides for us great ways to push and damage. Another version of Captain America here, Living Legend, 3/4. This version of him has vigilance, and whenever a creature you control becomes tapped during your turn, if it's the first time this creature has become tapped, you untap it. So provides for us pseudo-vigilance for one of our creatures. Fret Y2R, nice. Hi, hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. How you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, and thanks again for joining us. Please shout out, of course. Yeah, I'll just definitely give the shout out right now. Thanks again for that. Again, appreciate you being here. See, moving on here, we have Patriot, Young Avenger here. This is a human hero with prowess. As long as Patriot is equipped, other creatures you control get +1/+0. So good, you can provide him a bit of extra pump, good protection, of course, and good, again, aggro plan. War Machine, Legacy of Iron. So this one's a little bit more of an interesting one. Wait, can you do a shout out for me? Oh, but I did do a shout out for you. I did acknowledge you. Wait, now I'm feeling like I'm messing with my own brain there. But yeah, Fret Y2R, yeah, give you a shout out, my friend. You are here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks again for being here. Yes. Where was I at here? Wow, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, sorry. War Machine, Legacy of Iron, 3 mana, 1/3, human hero, legendary artifact creature. He has flying, and it says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets +X/+0, where X is War Machine's power. So this, along with Wings of Freedom, you're going to have to try to ideally get counters on them. That's why these guys will be essential, because they can pump up our other stuff. But you definitely need to make sure they get a little extra oomph before they can really do some damage. From the pre-con itself also has Director Nick Fury here. He's a human spy hero. He's a 2/4, and he also has Jeskai colors. You can actually use him if you want to flip him out instead of Captain America if you want to change a little bit of the dynamics of the deck. But for today, we want to make sure we're aggro, so we're going to have him in the 99. But he can be his own commander if you want him to. He allows us to have all of our hero spells cost 1 less to cast, and whenever you attack, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a hero card from among them, and put it into your hand. So it provides for us good card advantage at any point in the game. Changeling Wayfinder here, another one of our honorary changelings that can be a hero. When it enters, dig out a basic land and put it into your hand. So it helps us, again, get out our cards. Furdok Core here. This one actually is an interesting one because this is technically a mana rock, but it has changeling, so it does trigger off Captain America. So I do like that. And if you need to, you can turn this artifact into a 4/4 artifact creature until end of turn for 4 mana. Patchwork Banner here, we're also going to be able to name heroes, and by doing so, gives all of those heroes an extra +1/+1 pump, and of course, it's a mana rock. Speaking of actual mana rocks that's unique for the deck here, we're going to throw in Relic of Legends. So this 3 mana one here is actually pretty sweet for us. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, but specifically, you can use this to tap an untapped legendary creature you control to add 1 mana of any color. So use this, again, to tap down any one of your Captain Americas if you need to do a little bit more extra ramping on top of stuff. Anthony King, hey man, keep up the content. I have a few of the decks you made. Good stuff. Thanks again for that. Appreciate that. And how are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, and thanks again for joining us. All right, 4-drop slot. We're almost done, everybody. Don't worry. We're going to get with the game plan in just a bit. Captain America Unbowed. Yeah, wow. I didn't realize how many Captain Americas were added in from the Marvel set. But I mean, hey, for today, we're going to just make them all work. Granted, there is one I missed, but that's also because I'm out of wild cards. I ran out of mythics trying to build a couple other decks. So now we're going to have to kind of sit and work with whatever we got. So, but I do have some fun ideas. I need more wild cards. And I also don't want to spend $20 on wild cards. Ugh, that is kind of expensive. Any case, going back to Captain America Unbowed here. So he has Flash, and when this version of Captain America enters, soldiers and heroes you control gain indestructible until end of turn. So he provides for us a nice layer of protection for our whole game plan. Tezzereth's Gambit here, draw 2 cards, and then Proliferate. So use this again just to draw some more stuff. The Proliferate will hopefully pump up your entire team. Electra Femme Fatale here. So she's a human assassin hero. When she enters, she can ping 2 damage to you, but if she does, she can deal 4 damage to a target creature. So if you have actually some of your Flock Imposters or your Personifies, you actually can blink her back and forth a couple times just to make sure you can get a little extra damage on her and use her to just take out certain things, which is kind of cool. We'll throw in also Spider-Woman Secret Agent here, 4 mana with Flash. When Spider-Woman enters, tap target creature and opponent controls, and that creature can't become untapped for as long as you control Spider-Woman. So she can bring something down, get it out of the way, and then hopefully you can keep doing more damage. Iceman and Firestar here, so 4 mana, 3/3 mutant hero that has flying here. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap up to 1 targeted creature. Whenever you cast a red spell, discard a card and draw a card. So good for pseudo card draw and filtering, but also great for us to just tap down things that we want out of the way so Captain America can smash through. Hedron Archive here, our 4 mana rock here, again just helping us ramp our game plan. And in the 5-drop slot, we have 3 more. Oh, jeez. We have 3 more Captain Americas we got to go through here. Okay, so Captain America Liberator. So this is a 5-mana version of him. So when this version of Captain America enters, you can search your library for an equipment card with a mana value of 3 or less and put it onto the battlefield. So this is going to be our best way to get out our shields as cheap as possible. Whenever Captain America attacks, for each equipment attached to him, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So mostly we just want him just to get out our equipment, but if you can make soldier tokens, I mean, that's just a nice little bonus for us. Granted, they won't trigger off Captain America Team Leader, but again, provides for us decent chump blockers. This version of Captain America here is Skybound, and this version has Flying and Vigilance with Battalion as his ability. Whenever this version of Captain America and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature, and they gain indestructible until end of turn. So it provides for us a great aggro option for us to just keep pushing through. And then finally, our last of the Captain Americas here, just straight up Steve Rogers. This version has lifelink, and it says when this version of Captain America attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. That creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Finally, our last creature card is Rooftop Percher here. Again, another one of our changelings, but it's an honorary hero. When this version enters, exile up to 2 target cards from any graveyard, and you gain 3 lives. So it provides for us, again, just a nice little layer of protection. Finally, our last 2 cards will be Dispose, Deploy, and Fuss and Bother. So for Dispose and Deploy here, just taps down a creature and draw a card, or use it to make some Thopter tokens, and then gain life for each creature you control. With Fuss and Bother here, this is more of an aggro option. Use this to either put +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature you control, or use the Bother side to create 3 Thopters with Flying and Surveil 2. Finally, of course, we are a budget deck for the first half of this stream, so this is going to be what we're going to be rocking today. 9 planes, 5 islands, 5 mountains, and then all the tapped lands we can smush into this deck. But also, we want to make sure we can gain life to stabilize. So Avengers Hangar, Tranquil Cove, Stark Industries, Swiftwater Cliffs, Asgardian Citadel, and Windscarred Crag. For our additional utilities, we'll also throw in Mystic Monastery because it taps perfectly for everything. Perilous Landscapes, one of our fetches for red, white, and blue. Avengers Tower, of course, this is great for us for fixing for heroes themselves. We also have Command Tower, that's a staple for any commander deck. Demolition Field, again, blows up non-basic lands. Great Hall of the Citadel works really well for our deck because we have a lot of legendary spells. Nesting Grounds here can move counters around if we need to pump something out. Promising Vein here, again, to sacrifice to then dig out another basic. Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory allows us to name heroes so that we can cast hero spells on a fixed mana. And then to have Terramorphic Expanse doing the exact same thing to fetch out another basic. And then finally, just like Demolition Field, we have Volatile Fault to sacrifice to destroy a land and leaves behind a treasure token. And that is... woo! Captain America for Brawl here in Arena. So this one definitely is different than the one you can actually buy right now. I mean, if you want to, and again, like, I got no hate. If you want to be lazy and you just want to say, you know what, I just want to get a deck, you can actually buy this version that's based upon the actual pre-con in paper. Personally, I wouldn't spend your hard-earned gems on this, but that's the whole reason why I'm showing you today our version that I think can do just the same. But we will take bits and pieces from that one when we actually do the upgraded deck. But first off, we'll play Brawl here. We'll play regular Brawl, as I mentioned earlier. But once we get to the upgraded version, then we will actually show you what the deck can really do. But for now, let's get dip our toes into this. Let's see how well we can do with this version. Whew, okay. That was a lot of talking earlier. Ugh, okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Hydrate a little bit over here. And let's go ahead, let's get this started with our first game. All right, so playing against, oh dear, it's going to be Raph and Mikey Troublemakers. All right, it's fine, everyone. Definitely not a combo I want to see right now, but we're going to have to try to fight our way through it. We'll try. We will try. All right, so let's see. We got right now 2 lands, a Personify, Wings of Freedom version. We have, of course, our Express Federation, Swiftfoot Boots, and a Patchwork Banner. If we can get to a 3rd land, we should be good with this. Hope. But I don't know if we're going to be fast enough to outramp Raph and Mikey, because I feel like every time I face off against this creature, we just have trouble with it. Oh, nice. We have unclaimed territory. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in. We'll name, of course, Hero. Nice. All right, let's see. Can we get some wins today for America? We'll try. Great Hall of the Citadel. So with that, Bucky Barnes, eager ally. First of our many heroes. All right, Heraldic Banner. So they're going to go with, ooh, mono red. Oh, they got green. Okay, they chose. That's fine. Let's see. Play the island. You can get it now, Captain America. Team leader. First to come in and swing in. All right. So we should be able to get some really fast damage here once we get Wings of Freedom out. As long as our opponent doesn't have any removal, we should be okay. Let's see. Opponent, what you got? You got 4 mana open. If they ramp what I assume is correctly, they could get out Raph and Mikey as fast as next turn. And they do, because they got the Circuities roots already. Okay. Alright, so they got their forests. So, can we push through enough damage here? We'll try, everybody. We will try. Let's see. Patchwork Banner would come down, but we can't... that wouldn't be enough here. Okay, so we'll just do it this way. Wings of Freedom. Gets a little pump there. Big swing. There we go. 19. 13. 9. Whew. Okay, we're close. We are close. Oh, wow. We actually beat them? All right, all right. We did it. Yeah. America. All right, Cap leads us to victory for the first game. All right, not too bad. But you kind of get the idea now of what the deck is trying to do. Just play our heroes straight up, just keep smashing our way in. They get bigger and bigger, and usually we should be able to overrun our opponent before they have a way to stabilize. Phew. Honestly thought that we were actually going to have to deal with Raph and Mikey there. But for once, we actually beat them. So I'm good about that. That's good. Okay. So, for those of you that are my American fiery friends, again, I'm not excluding my non-American friends, but what are you doing today, everybody? Are you planning any kinds of things? Are you going to watch fireworks tonight? Are you going to be eating a lot of burgers, hot dogs, grilling anybody, barbecuing? Let me know, what are your plans for today or the weekend as a whole, everyone? I would love to hear from you guys. In years past, this Fireball actually used to do, like, conventions. So I actually used to go to, what is it? This time of year, it's Anime Expo. Many, many years ago. And I was a much more younger Fireball, because I'm old now. We actually did used to go to Anime Expo many years ago during 4th of July weekend, so that was actually pretty fun. Although in recent years, as I've become older and more mature, I've actually had to work quite a bit on this holiday. So, spoiler, as much as I would love to be with you guys all day today, unfortunately, Mrs. Inferno and I both ended up having to work today. So later today, once we're done with the stream, I got to take off to actually do my big boy job. But then again, we are getting paid really well today, so that money is going to help pay for cards, and let's just say I need to save up now for Lord of the Rings coming out soon. Why not Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit. I don't know why I said Lord of the Rings. Any case, rambling aside, let's see. All right, so we got our 3 lands. A Gold Forged Thopterix is great, but we need to make sure we can get that red mana for Cap. Opponent is playing with Bruce Banner / Incredible Hulk, so I'm guessing they're going to try to get infinite triggers with his Enrage to just keep smashing through. Let's see who will be faster, though. They got Hardened Scales. Okay. Oh, perfect. We got our red mana. All right, that's good. So with that, play the Plains and pass here. We'll get the Gold Forged Thopterix, and then Captain America can come down and do his thing. While our Dinosaur Thopter isn't a hero, it still provides for us good value with its protection ability, so hopefully that'll be good. Alright, Secluded Courtyard, that's good too. Play our Gold Forged Thopterix. I mean, you know what? We'll count this as an honorary eagle for today. Oh, scroll for cigarette. Yeah, Hobbit's gonna be wild. I'm guessing, and again, like, if any of you guys have, what is it, the One Ring, and you want to try to make some money off of it, you probably should sell them now before they announce that. Watch, it's gonna be the One Ring's gonna get reprinted in the Hobbit. Let's be real, everyone. It has to happen. I'll make a video on that eventually soon, so I'll bring that up. For now, Captain America team leader. All right, so and he gets War 2, which is nice. Get a little damage there, get a little bit of life back. 23 to 26. Jacob Baldwin 6199. Hope one day you do a Spider-Man Brawl video. Well, now that we actually have Spider-Man properly in Arena, even though I'm not fond of the Marvel sets, we could still have fun with that. I realized I actually never did put together a Spider-Man deck properly, because the other ones were technically quote-unquote open paths. But again, we can always look at that one more time. But there are some decks, if you want to try that out, that we've done in the past. Just FYI. Let's see, right now, play the planes. Relic of Legends. We don't have any more of our heroes, so this is actually kind of awkward for us. It's okay, we'll make it work. But how are you doing today, my fire friend? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us. But yeah, technically when it was the Cosmic Spider-Man, I think at the time it was, what is it, oh, hold on. Oh, we can bolt this, can't we? We can. Since our opponent chooses to do something. Hold on. Opponent, what you got to do? What you got? What you got? We need like another hero right now to actually really pressure our opponent. Hopefully we'll get one on the next card draw. Nothing? Opponents? Okay, so for that, bolt it down. I'm surprised they didn't put Greaves on it. That's free. They could have protected it. Opponents? Okay, it is down. Phew. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we got serums now. This is actually good too, but we still need an actual... We need some more heroes. That's our only awkward part about this deck right now. We need more heroes. Down to 15. But we can still make some good progress here. I do know that there are some new Spider-Men that came out from this Marvel set, so maybe we'll look at them for inspiration. Okay. But until then, opponents. Ooh, tail swipe. Okay. Do they pay? No, you didn't, opponent. You have to pay War 2. Opponents, you messed up there. Oh, geez. Okay, so for that, let's see. Serum Snare. Let's actually bounce that back. Okay. We won't get any real value from that, but that's okay. Opponent already gave up? Wow. Opponent, okay. I'll take it. I'll take that win. A win is a win. I guess our opponent just had enough there. All right. That's good. That's good. That's looking real good today. All right. We'll continue the good times, everybody. So far, we got 2 wins up. We haven't lost yet, so that's pretty good, right? I mean, granted, it is in unranked Brawl, but hey, I'll take it. If you guys are a fan of Captain America or what he does with heroes, this is looking pretty good right now. And I think this is actually a much more affordable option for you guys if you don't want to spend the stupid amount of gems for the real package. Just FYI. Jacob. Or you can make a deck with an Astonishing Spider-Man in its new Spider-Man card. I think it can make a good card with. Oh, okay. I can look into that. Don't worry. We still have... this set has a ridiculous amount of legendaries. So I feel like I literally probably could go the rest of the year just doing almost all of the legendaries from the Marvel set to do their own deck decks. Literally. I probably could just do that for the rest of the year. But don't worry. We will also mix in, everybody, for those that are curious, we'll mix in, of course, all different versions of the Marvel cards and try to breathe new life into other strategies. Hopefully. But don't worry. We have still a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline for that. But until then, better mountain. So we can put down the shield. We can rip apart if we need to. Bucky's there as well. Aunt May, okay. Okay, so our opponent is playing T'Challa. Interesting. We will, don't worry, we will also do a Wakanda deck at some point, everyone. That's also coming too. But until then, let's see. Is there anything I should worry about with this? You know what? We'll just do our thing first. Let's get down Cap's shield. We have our own Black Panther here, so that's actually going to be fun once that gets going. They shock themselves. Ooh, they have Black Panther too. Okay. Opponents. Game on. Game on. Play, let's see. Play the planes. We will actually, hold on. Oh, he has damage. Okay. So that's the only awkward part of that is going to be, basic land. Get out the island. Cool. So now we have what we need. Or you can be silly. Wait, already? Opponents! What is going on today? I mean, I'll take the wins. Does nobody want to face me against off of me today? Oh, you guys are sandbagging me now. Our opponents now are like, they don't want to deal with us? Okay, whatever. Hey, I'll take the wins, everyone. I'll take the wins. A win is a win. All right, let's keep this going. Let's see what we can still do. All right, so in any case here, we'll go ahead and load this up again. Oh, yeah, and while we're loading up our next game, if you want to show me a little bit of love, if you guys haven't already seen it, I do have, of course, a holiday-themed deck that doesn't really have anything to do with the Marvel set, but if you are interested, we do have our own version of the Pioneer format, Jeskai Lessons. Check that out, everybody. It's actually a pretty fun video. It's a small one, because I wanted to see if I could squeeze that in for the holiday. That's actually up on my YouTube channel now if you haven't already noticed. So show that one some love if you can. But otherwise, until then, oh, let's see. Can't really do anything with this hand. All right, we'll mulligan. Okay. We'll keep this hand. We get Volatile Fault if we need to get to other stuff. So let's keep this. For now, let's play the planes. And opponent, they're playing with Tifa, Martial Artist. Okay. Final Fantasy versus Marvel. Wow. 2026, everybody. This is now where the game's going. But it is what it is. Play the Fault first. Shield, coming down. We can get out at least this version of Captain America if we want to. Okay, so question for everyone. So, since this is, again, Independence Day today, 4th of July, for all of you out there, what is your favorite Jeskai deck you enjoy? Do you guys like a lesson deck? Do you have you played Jeskai decks in the past? Is there one that you got beaten by that you actually want to talk about? Let me know. What have you played with in Jeskai colors at some point? Okay, Fear on. Okay, Sram. Okay, so with that, how do we want to do this here? Okay, we'll bolt. Actually, no, we'll wait on that. Instead, we will destroy the game trail. We're going to do this because I want to get that treasure token to get Cap out. This version Cap, by the way. Okay, once our opponent tries to equip this, the Sram here, / Firon, then we will bolt. Okay, no attacks yet. We're going to wait it out. Our opponent doesn't play... Okay, they do play Tifa. Okay, that's fine. Nothing yet? Nothing? Okay. Firon goes bye-bye. Down. Phew. Okay, cool. Ooh, Secluded Courtyard. Okay, so this is good for us too, here. So with that, Captain America proper comes down. We, of course, have to equip his shield to him. There we go. Now he's actually the real deal. No attacks now. So he can provide good defense. He just has to get around Tifa now. So let's see. Can we do that? Dark Steel Plate. Goes to Tifa, so now she's indestructible. Ugh. Captain America faces that. Hero's Heirloom. Okay. Nothing yet for our opponent. Okay, that's cool. Get the island. So with that, Rooftop Purger. It does count as an honorary hero, so we will eat 2 cards here. Hits the pump. There we go. Swing with both. Tap that out of the way so we can do damage. Down to 17. Okay, looking good. Looking good. So the only other part now is we just... Oh, opponents. Okay, move to command center. Alright, it's fine. Well, I guess I should say we can't win them all yet. Melee. No blocks. Opponent hits us 23. Well, I knew at some point we were going to run into roadblocks. Take up the shield. Okay, that's not too shabby.
All right. Well, Cap's coming back again. Cool. I got a command beacon. Can't really do anything with that, so we should be able to get a free shot in here, right? Right? Opponents? Don't tell me you have something. Okay. Okay. We'll try to get the shield back on. Okay. Tifa is getting a little tougher here, so once she gets that pump up of power, 7, we might be in trouble. She gets the melee, but that triggers after that, so she can't really do anything now. She has trample. Tifa be trampling. Okay. Melee again. Yeep. Yeep. Ouch. Not looking good right here. We're going to try. Okay, we got to take up the shield still. So unclaimed territory on hero. Add the shield to... What do we want to add it to? We'll put it on this version of Cap here. Okay. So, we just literally have to protect ourselves for a turn. I kind of wish this version of Captain America can have hexproof with either a shield counter or a literal shield on him. But maybe that might be too powerful. Okay, we got Fearon, Wild Rose Warrior, proper. And the Genji Glove, too. Okay, so for that, no, that can't go. We're going to counterspell that. Okay, vetoed. Too bad, opponents. So what do? Do they swing? They flip. Ugh. But our Cap here is protected. Phew, okay. Ooh, Director Nick Fury, that's good. He is a hero, so he does count and gets the pump off. Not giving up just yet, everybody. Not giving up. Come on, Nick Fury. What else does our opponent have in hand? If this is them holding priority... Opponent, what do you have? What could you possibly have in hand right now? Okay. Well, whatever it is, we get the pump still. Now, here we go. Heroes. Okay. They're getting their pump going. Do we want to move stuff around? Guess we could put it on this version of Cap instead. Okay, so now he's a 412. Good ability there, but still, we need more heroes. But we managed to slow down our opponent a lot here. Is that enough? Buster Sword. Whew. Opponent is definitely a Final Fantasy fan. I'll give him that. But is this enough? Buster Sword, now on top of Tifa. This is it. Okay, double Buster Swords. Ugh. And Aldebert Steiner. Do they swing? They do. Oh, not with Fearon. Okay, melee. Okay. Cap has to block here. And then... Do we just double block? I mean, that doesn't really do much, but okay. Just one block there. Take up the shield. Protect himself. Go to 6. But we gain life, so back up to 11. Is that enough, though? Lizard Blades. Double Lizard Blades. Swing again. Melee. Ugh, that's a heavy hit. -5, but wait, that goes to... Oh, that goes to 0. Aw, we didn't do it there, everybody. Dang. First loss of the day, but that's okay. It's okay, everybody. We're just having fun with it. And nothing else. Hey, that shield actually came in handy. We were able to sponge a hit there, but Tifa, a little too strong for us there. She managed to push her way through. It's all good, though. It's all good. So, other question I have for all of you today. So, question for all of you who are fans of the Marvel set. So, again, even though I've kind of poo-pooed it a lot, again, I'm not going to say it's the worst set. The Spider-Man set was a little more rougher. But at least this one, I have had fun trying to build some stuff. It just took a little bit of time for me to kind of figure out how to really tap into this set. But I do want to ask everyone, Is there a card from the Marvel set that you guys would like to see made into a budget deck in the future? Let me know in the comments, everyone. I would love to hear from you on what you would like to see. Until then, our opponent is playing with Cosmic Spider-Man. Okay. All right. Looks like today's just a Universes Beyond kind of day. But sure. I guess we'll just go with that. Oh, man. Ugh. Let's see. We got the Wayfarer's Wobble, so this will give us perfect fixing by turn 3, everyone. We have Bucky still, Flock Imposter, Skybound, Captain America, and Mana Leak. Okay. Pretty good hand here. I'm starting with a Watery Grave. We'll start off with an Island. Play the Wayfarer's Wobble. Let's get our ramp on. Okay. They shock themselves to get out Gwen Stacy. Okay. Human Performer hero. I realized we probably could put her into our deck too, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Yeah, we can do that later on. Play the Plains. We'll then sack now the Bauble. Let's get out our Mountain. So now we got perfect red, white, and blue. There we go. Shared Roots. Okay. Opponent is also getting their ramp on. When Stacy swings, she does. Down to 23. Okay, we got this version of Captain America. So first off, we'll name Hero there. And then, let's see. I guess we'll just go with our main one. Team Leader, he's out. He is a little vulnerable, but let's see. All right. No swing for opponent, that's fine. That works out in our favor. So let's see, what do we want to do here? We can only play one. Let's play with Iceman and Firestar. Get some pump. No attacks yet. We need to make sure we have enough pump to get over the Master Weaver here. Arasta here is going to be a little annoying. Oh, spectacular. Okay, fine. Okay, opponent forces us to drop Cap back, but that's okay. We still have other options. We'll play instead Bucky. And we will... Can't attack. Okay. No attacks yet. It's okay. We will get there, everybody. Don't worry. We can totally get there. Spider bites. We'll counter that. We will tap down Arasta there. We make a spider token. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It actually has the Marvel logo on the side. Interesting. Okay. Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley. Doing web slinging shenanigans. Okay, Burdock Cork. It's not horrible. We'll play Captain America Living Legend. Tap down Ben Riley. We can then swing. Untap Iron Man and Firestar. Okay, we take the first major hits to them to 17. Okay, we're making progress. We are making progress. Cosmic Spider-Man. Ugh, we might have to sound the alarm. Looking a little scary here. Okay. We can take the hits, but that's going to put us way behind now. Oof. Massive oof. Okay, Plains. Okay, so... Is there anything we could really do here? I guess we'll play this version, Skybound. Okay. No attacks yet. So we can block in the air if we need to. But is that going to be enough? We shall see. Opponents. What you got? You got 4 cards in hand. Master Weavers is in their hand as well. Venom. Alright. So... Ugh. Looks like the spiders have overrun us this time, everybody. Okay. I mean, again, same thing. We can still block. It's not going to be a pretty block, but... we got to do what we got to do. Block here, block here. Is that enough? Do we survive one more turn? We do not. Okay, well, looks like Team Spider-Man beat out Cap here for the win. That's a shame. But that's okay, everyone. Again, it's not a big deal. Shaking it off. This is just casual right now on the budget one. Once we get to the serious deck, then we'll really kind of start cooking. Trust me, it will happen. But until then, let's go ahead. Let's jump back into it right now. We will once again do this for America. America. So, as we're loading up our next game here, question for everybody. So, another thing I want to ask is, for those of you that are not, I don't know if this is actually going to go out to anybody, but anybody that is not an American, do you have friends that are Americans? And do you celebrate with them 4th of July? Independence Day, if you will. Let me know, everybody. I am curious about, again, what you guys all do on your time there. For now, play the Asgardian Citadel. Gain some life. All right, so we've got right now Unbowed, Femme Fatale, got Mass Meower here. Good ramp with Patchwork Banner, so we have options. Okay, ooh, Origin Avengers. That's actually good, too, for us. So for that, play here. Origin of the Avengers. Nice. Scry 2, so we can get out exactly what we want over the next turn or so. Actually, we'll keep those on top like that. Let's see. Swamp, Black, Loathing Pest. Opponent will swing, they gain life. They start putting up their team. So it's going to be a slobber knocker on this one. Put down the Mass Meower for free. That's cute, by the way. Captain comes down now. No attacks yet. Pass. TTV Shieldred here. Hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. And how you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us. How's your game going right now? I mean, we're still doing pretty good. We've won for the first half, and now we're kind of losing a little bit here, but that's okay. We're going to show off the upgraded deck a little bit later on. So probably after, maybe have like another game or so, and we'll show off the upgraded version of this budget version of Captain America. I do have friends in America as a Brit. I respect it, but we don't really celebrate it. I mean, well, obviously I wouldn't be, obviously it makes sense that you wouldn't. Funny enough, though, we actually have, where I work, we have a British manager, and most of our American coworkers kind of just mess with him every year. Once a year, we always do the, you know what day it is? And he's like, yes, I know. And, of course, we just have some fun with it. I think that's the most of my experience there. Okay, let's see. Do we take the hit here? I guess we'll do it this way. Mass Meower. Sacrifice him. What do we throw away here? Actually, no, wait, hold on. Do we want to? I don't know. Do we want to do that? Nah, we'll just take the hit. We don't want to lose any of our cards just yet. Put a counter on Cap here. Okay, so for that, Electra. She gets a little pump. We will take a hit ourselves, so we can do 4 damage. Teacher's Pest. Gone and out of the way. Swing. Opponent. Will you block with the Centipede? Ooh, they do. Okay, so we got 2 creatures out of the way. That's good. Cap's still running solo here. We're going to see if we can try to keep him alive a little bit longer. House of Magic. Hello, my fire friend. Good afternoon. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us. Nice. Captain America is broken. He is actually very strong. I greatly underestimated him. Right now, we're not doing too hot, but we'll still try to make him shine in just a little bit. So let's see. What do we want here? We got a little bit of time, so Patchwork Banner coming down. Name heroes, of course. We'll play Matt Murdock, Justice Seeker, and pass here. Let's see. No, we won't do that just yet. We need to keep the mana open just to protect him if we need to. Professor Delian fell. He can't destroy it at least, so at least we're protected for a turn. Virulent Emissary. That's going to be annoying. Okay, it's fine. We'll get around it, everybody. Teacher's Pest comes back. From the graveyard to the battlefield. They gain life. There goes triggers going off. Joy. Okay. They gain life again. Professor still does things. Actually, we have done our own version of Bleck in the past. So we actually do have our own version of the Loathing Pest that we've done a while ago. Boon of Safety. Matt Murdock gets protected. We'll throw back the Veto. We just need to... Okay. Takes a shield hit. Breaks. Okay, so now... Let's see, how do we do this here? Ugh. We're not really in a good spot here, per se. But I think we have a way of getting around this. I have an idea. Let's see, hold on. We need 6 mana open for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so decline. Dang. I was hoping I could pump them up, but we're going to have to wait a little bit. So the game plan right now is I know they're going to swing. They swing, bring in this version of Cap, protect everything, Razor Grass ambush on the attacker, and we could do some damage there. Oh, okay. This might actually... Okay, this actually might get a little bit tougher now. Okay, they put a counter on Teacher's Pest. Oh, the Emissary, okay. Do they go big swing? Big swing? Okay. They gain life again. Black goes bigger. Cap comes down. Indestructible. And then, let's see. 7. Okay, we're going to have to do it this way. So, block here, block here. That's 8. No, 7 damage. Razor Grass ambush. Get them out of the field, so hit that much. They're indestructible. So we'll take 5. But Bleck is gone. Okay. Phew. Shieldred. I get along with Americans when it comes to the games as they talk so much. I'm just extremely sarcastic. That's no problem with me. I don't mind sarcasm. Also, are you thinking of making a Dr. Doom Precon commander deck around the Connive? Oh, we definitely will do that. So, technically we did like a 60-card Dr. Doom deck that was okay. But, I mean, I had fun with it, but it didn't pop up as much as I thought. And I realized, wait, I'm dumb. We definitely have to do a villains deck. So we have 2 villains decks that I have coming up with. We'll show off a cheaper version of the Precon that you can put together that does have Connive. And we will have a villains token deck that I'm actually going to put out there for next week's live stream. So stay tuned for that. That is coming. That is coming. Until then, Captain America does return. Yeah, we'll put counters on everything. Let's see. What do we do? Put on this version of Cap. Okay, so we can't really block, but if he ticks down, we are also cooked. So let's see. What do we do here? Do we do this now? Ugh, okay. We got to take out the Professor. I don't want to, but if he ultimates next turn, we're dead because we can't stop that emblem. Depends on what our opponent does here. Cap's going to have to take the hit for the team. Nope, nope. Nope. Oh, they block that Murdoch. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so they gain life. We'll hold on to the Sundering Eruption. I don't want to play my hand too fast. I still want to at least show that I have something in hand. Okay. Opponent. 4 cards in hand. Chomping Changeling. Okay, so that means they blow up our Patrick Banner. Aw. There goes our flag. Sadness. Okay. Teacher's Pest can still hit. They can gain life, which they do. They put a counter on the pest.
Spell turns poison.
Oh, okay.
Medicine.
They can swing, which I'm sure they will. Dang, we're so far behind. Wow, they actually did not play a card? Interesting. Okay, well. Can't really do anything now. I wish we had at least 1 or 2 more heroes we can actually use for just bolstering our team. We'll see. Okay, Iridescent Horn Beetle. Do we want to counter that? No, we'll do it now. Just keep it off the field. Got to keep stuff off the field as much as we can. It's going to be tough to actually to get around also the Cauldron of Essence, since that also gains life and also drains us.
Never
Okay.
take growth for granted.
Teacher's Best. Okay. Opponent, do you swing? Okay, well, not for any real value, but I might as well just get out another basic. Scout at a mountain. Okay. Patriot, Young Avenger. He is a hero, so it does count. Okay, gives him a little extra pump. And no attacks still. Oof. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off a win here, everybody. We're going to try. But once this game is done, I think we'll be ready to upgrade the deck and show you what you could really kind of go crazy with Captain America. There is still a couple of tweaks I think I might do to the final version, so stick around. Don't worry. We'll kind of do a quick little round of brewing, and then we'll finish it up with some ranked Brawl. So that is coming. That is coming. Germination Practicum.
No!
Ugh. That's going to be a tough card to get around. Now that that's in the game until the end, oof, they're going to get bigger and bigger, aren't they? Dang. Okay. The annul came a little too late. Okay. So, is there anything we could do here, or are we cooked? I think we're cooked. All right, we'll give it another turn or so. Opponent with the Paradigm just gets free counters now for the rest of the game. So they just keep pumping them up. And pumping. Here comes Black. They can ultimate if they want to. I'm surprised they don't, but okay. Okay, counters on everything. Because why not? The final swing comes with Teacher's Pest here. Gets big. We will have to double block, which is unfortunate. Just to stay alive. Okay, we got one more turn at best, everybody. Is there anything in our deck that actually can get us to survive? War Machine doesn't really do it for us. Yes, he gets a little extra pump there. Pumps up Cap, but it's just not enough. All right, I'm going to call it. We don't have anything that can really survive the next hit or so, so we'll just take our L now. We had fun with the match, honestly. But yeah, we just couldn't pull off a win there. But that's okay, everybody. You know what? It's time. What if we take the moment to upgrade the deck and take it to the next level? So, let's show off now the Cap deck upgraded. And now we'll take this into competitive Brawl. So this is actually going to be a lot more serious for us. And a little bit more oomph is going to be pushed behind it. We'll actually make some more finalized tweaks that I realize I probably can do. Because now this is in competitive Brawl. We can actually go really nuts with some stuff here. Hold on. There was a couple cards that I actually do want to modify and make work. So you actually can put an Ancient Tomb if you want to. So that we can throw that in as well. Then what was I also going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to put in also all of the medallions. Wait, is that how you spell medallion? No, that's not how you spell medallion. There we go. I know how to spell, even though words are hard. Okay, Sapphire, Ruby, and Pearl medallions all go in. So that means we're going to have to cut 4 cards just to make this all work. So for that... Okay, so for that, we'll cut the Furdock Core. I want to keep Patchwork Banner, and I want to keep Chromatic Lantern, but that might be a little bit too much there. So instead, cut the Signets. And I think we might have to cut Patchwork Banner. So we will lose the pump there, but it's okay, everyone. And then from that, let's see, I think cut 1 Plains. Okay, so there we go. So this version here now is the upgraded version that we're going to show off. So we're going to throw in a little bit more that kind of is going to try to help out Cap with his ability here. So obviously one of the major changes, we got to throw in a faster ramp like Mox Amber here. It's a free mana rock, and it taps to add 1 mana of any color among legendary planeswalkers and creatures we control. So this will be a much easier option for us. We'll throw in, of course, Angel's Grace here. This is mostly just to make sure we can then provide for us a last-ditch effort to protect ourselves, at least for another turn, until we can get some more stuff going. Other upgrades for the deck. I mean, you can go super, super serious if you want to, but I still try to keep a balance between trying to maintain some of the deck's flavor while also still trying to maintain a good power bonus. There's definitely cards you'll notice that I should put into the deck, but we'll talk about that near the end of the stream. Otherwise, for better equipment for us, we have Colossus Hammer here. So the hammer, I guess you could say, is kind of like our budget version here of Mijol here, the Hammer of Thor. So we'll have that as well. We'll throw in the Ozolith, so every time we do lose creatures that do have counters, we can at least bank them, and then we can put them back onto something else. So we'll throw in the Ozolith, that's definitely good. We'll throw in now Agent Phil Coulson, so he will put +1/+1 counters on each hero we control, so that's actually a really, really powerful ability for us. We'll throw in more protection with Dawn's Truce here. We can give all of our permanents hexproof. If we gift a card to our opponent, they get indestructible on top of that, so that's a helpful way for us to save our team. In terms of other upgrades, we'll throw in stronger counter spells like Mana Drain here. This is competitive, so keep in mind that this is not legal for regular Brawl. If you're playing in competitive Brawl, like we'll do in just a moment, you can add this card in. So just remember that difference there. We have Spider Woman here, Stunning Savior. This version makes sure that all artifacts and creatures our opponents control enter tap, so that's good for us to slow down our opponent's game plan. Other upgrades for our deck here, we have Lightning Greaves, so we'll remove the Swiftfoot Boots. Lightning Greaves actually is only an uncommon, so you could throw it into the budget one if you want. But considering how much this is in paper, I think this is like a $6 uncommon. It's a little expensive. So we'll throw this into the upgrade pile here. As I just showed you right now, we upgraded with medallions, so Pearl, Ruby, and Sapphire medallion to making all of our spells cheaper to cast. So these go a long way versus, say, Mana Rocks. If you want to just keep your arcane signets and stuff, that's perfectly fine, but these actually will be long-term value as the game progresses. We have now also upgrades in there. Black Widow, Intel Expert here. She's a human spy hero with First Strike. Whenever Black Widow deals combat damage to an opponent, you and that player each draw 2 cards. Interesting ability, but this actually can play into our hand a little well here. You really want to be mindful as to when you'll use this. I know this may seem a little bit awkward for us, but trust me, this actually can work really well for us. Yes, it does give your opponent cards, but once you snowball, that shouldn't matter anymore. Ideally, have her hopefully drawn to something you will need to protect yourself. So other upgrades for us, we throw in Perilous Snare here. This has Start Your Engine. So this one specifically is going to be upgrading our enchantment that exiles non-land permanents. But the reason why you want this is once it hits max speed, you can start putting counters on other creatures you control. So this is actually pretty sweet for us to help us with our game plan. We'll throw in also more stronger free spells like Flare Denial and Force Negation. So these are going to be in the deck as well. So sacrifice a non-token blue creature to counter a spell, or use Force Negation to then pitch away a blue card to counter a spell. Let's see, we'll throw in Araña, Heart of the Spider here, so Spider Human Hero. So notice we have more spider people into the deck. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on a target attacking creature. Modified creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. You can exile the top card in your library, and you can play it. So this just helps us just churn through our deck a little faster. Chromatic Lantern here helps us fix our land base a lot more easier for us. We throw in Iron Man Armor here, another equipment for us that can give one of our creatures +2/+1 in flying, or it can be a construct hero based upon how many artifacts we control. To protect our whole game plan, we also now throw in Mithril Coat here from Lord of the Rings. It has Flash and Indestructible. When this enters, you can attach it to a target legendary creature and give it Indestructible. So this actually is a much faster option for you. For the 4-drop slot, we're going to modify things here. We want to throw in, as I mentioned again, the Hammer of Thor himself, legendary equipment. However, you can equip it for 1 if they are worthy. To be worthy, you have to add this to either a red or white creature that's a non-villain. So that's actually pretty cool flavor. If nothing else, discard the card, deal 2 damage to each creature, so you can use it as spot removal or just a small level wrath if you need to. Once it enters, however, it deals 4 damage to a target creature, and then you could double all damage equipped creature would deal. That's a lot of value for this card. Not bad for 4 mana. In the 5-drop slot, we'll throw in Avengers Assemble. So this has Flash and gives all of your heroes a +2/+2 pump. And at the beginning of your end step, if you attacked with a hero this turn, or a hero entered the battlefield, we get to draw a card. So this can help us, again, just churn through our deck. Finally, the last 2 major upgrades to the deck will be Superhero Civil War. You gain control over the 2 target creatures with a mana value of total of 6 or less, as long as they have sagas on the battlefield. So steal some stuff away. Give all those creatures you control +1/+1 in vigilance, and then target creature you control fights up to 1 other target creature. Keep in mind the way that is worded, it doesn't have to be our creature versus our opponents. Any target creature we control fights one other target creature. So once we steal those creatures, use them to fight each other and use that as pseudo spot removal. Little expensive, but it does work. Trust me, it does work. Finally, our last free spell will be Force of Will itself. So again, these cards are only valid in competitive Brawl, not regular Brawl, but they are very powerful, so we're going to throw them into the deck. And then finally, all the remaining upgrades, of course, will be to the mana base itself. So we will trim down our way to only 1 mountain, 2 islands, and 3 plains. And then finally, that means we'll throw in Abandoned Air Temple for more counters, a Gonjo Seed of the Empire for spot removal, Otawara to bounce things away, Arena of Glory to make sure we have something exerted so we can do faster things with it. And we'll throw in all the rare lands we can muster up. So that means Flood Farm Verge, Hallowed Fountain, Meticulous Archive, Riptire Verge, Steam Vents, Thundering Falls, Elegant Parlor, Sacred Foundry, Sunbillow Verge, Mystic Monastery will be kept in here along with Rangoon Triome now, so this is fetchable. Ancient Tomb, as I just mentioned, helps us ramp faster. And we throw in real fetch lands now with Arid Mesa here. We have Flooded Strand, we have Scalding Tarn. Technically, you can put in more fetches, but I want to still keep the theme to red, white, and blue, so that's why we do it that way. Keep the Avengers Tower. We upgrade now to Cavern of Souls to make any one of our heroes uncounterable. We'll throw in Fountain Port here since we do have some tokens, so we can use this to generate more value. Mana Confluence for better fixing, along with Multiversal Passage. Mutavault can be turned into a creature with all creature types, including heroes. Prismatic Vista for more fetching. Starting Town also for more fixing. And that is the upgraded version of Captain America, everyone. So can this version in the competitive format actually do some stuff? Well, it's only one way to find out. So let's go ahead, let's take this now into the competitive Brawl format. And let's see how well it can do. Whew, okay. Appreciate you guys all hanging in there for having me just ramble off the whole deck, but appreciate that, everyone. All right, so let's lock in. Let's get this going. Let's see. Can we do it, everybody? Opponent's playing with Kefka. All right, so Grixis. Discard shenanigans? Most likely. All right, so as we're planning out our hand here, if you are enjoying the content, everyone, if you are enjoying watching me live, show some love if you haven't already done so. Please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you're watching the content so you don't miss out on any of our gameplay, booster pack openings, live streams, deck techs, and so much more. Okay. For now, okay, we got Agent Phil Coulson. That's actually awesome. So we'll start off with the Flooded Strand. I'll pass there. Okay, so the game plan now. Flooded Strand, sack, and fix. Okay, so opponent's going to start with the... All right, Corrupt Court Official. All right, so what do we toss away here that we don't want? Dang, everything sounds pretty good, though. I think we'll toss away the Take Up the Shield for now. Everything else can be relevant. Flooded Strand, sack it. So for this, we want fixing. Perfect fixing. So get that Triome up now. Okay, Mass Meower. Okay. Origin of the Avengers. So let's get this party started. Let's see, what do we want on? Oh, Mithril Coat. That's actually not too bad either. Actually, no, we'll do that instead. Okay, so game plan right now. Hopefully we can get to the remaining parts of the saga before our opponent tries to make us discard some more. Okay, we go to 23. That's okay. Okay, Origin of Captain America. We get a hero out for free. What do we want? Let's put out Matt Murdock. Let us play... Let's see, do we want to do this now? Might as well do this now. Origin of Captain America. Opponents? Yeah, they're probably going to either counter or they're going to... Oh, they didn't blow it up. Okay. Maybe yet? Yes? No? They have to have removal. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he gets now Ward. Shielders didn't know that. They did have removal. Okay, well, that's annoying. But that's okay. That's okay, everybody. We can still get there. Okay, so we will make a... We'll make an equipment. Okay. No value from the saga, unfortunately. It's okay. No problem. We can still get there. Seeing our opponent does something. Opponent, you there? Hello? Opponent, you there? Anytime now. Tumbleweeds are passing by. Okay. Maybe our opponent had to get a package at the door? Did it disconnect? I have no idea what's going on. Okay. I guess they are there, sort of. Can't play Cap just yet, so I guess Agent Phil Coulson. Flooded Strand. Ooh, they have Mana Drain. Okay. Alright, opponents. Mass Meower at least comes in. Something. Something's got to stick. Flooded Strand. Alright, they get their Undercity Sewers to surveil. They surveil a land. Mass Meower, does this stick? Okay. Do we get some damage? Maybe? Yes? Down to 23. Okay. Well, I guess get to do something. Okay, so Mana Drain. They get some free. Kefka comes in. Can't counter it with Force of Will, unfortunately. So that means we have to discard a card. They'll draw some cards off of that, which is annoying, but that's okay. We actually did build our own version of a budget Kefka deck last year, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. It's on the channel. Pitch away the Force of Will. They throw away a stock up. Okay. Anything else, opponents? Okay, Haunted Ridge. Opponent swings. We go to 18. And pass, okay. Multiversal Passage, okay. Okay, Kefka gets stunned. So that helps us out a bit. Maybe. Okay, cool. And multiversal passage. We will name it on blue. Shock ourselves. Okay, cap coming in. Or not. I totally forgot Wash Away also is now only available in competitive. We have to make that change at some point. Okay, but in the meantime, get our swing in. Come on, Mass Meower. Doing some damage. Down to 22. Take that, opponents. Okay, opponent is now untapped. Well, unstunned. Oh, opponent. They're going to take away our Mithril Coat. Dang. Okay, they go to 20. Anything else, opponents? Nothing. Okay. Avengers Tower. Well, this is literally going to be the battle of attrition. We're just trying to get something going here, but our opponent has completely worn us down here a ton. Into the Flood Maw. Put into our hand. Okay. Opponents. Still going to keep swinging. Even if we end up losing the cat, so be it. Okay. Battle of attrition at this point. 3 cards in hand. We have only cap in our hand. They make us discard it. Dang it. Okay. Put it back to the command zone. We go to 12. Opponent still has a lot of cards in hand. 3. We go to 19. Sacrificing the Prismatic Vista. So you get another land. Chandra. Ugh. I don't know if we're going to survive that now. We'll try. We will try. Okay. Mutavaults. Do we care about that? Okay. So, I guess we can use Avengers Tower if we need to really dig out a hero. But at this point, we're not looking too good. We might end up... Okay, opponent using Breach the Multiverse, which is absolutely disgusting with what they're doing. All right, we'll get out 1 cap.
Let's give it our all.
Okay, they go through 20 cards in our deck. Ugh. Man, that's a lot of value. Okay, we'll probably give it at this point 1 more turn, because at this point, I don't think we're going to be able to pull off a victory here. They go through a lot of our own deck here. To take out something. What do they take out? What do you got, opponent? Opponent, what you got? They got a black... No, Hull Break. Okay, I'm not dealing with the Hull Breaker horror. That alone, once they start casting spells, just prevents us from doing anything. So I will take... I'll take the L there. Okay. Hopefully this won't hurt my rank too much, because I realize now I'm ranking still with me still trying to get out of gold. But maybe we can get some wins today. At least I hope we can. So, I know I usually don't talk about this until the end of the live stream, but, so for those that haven't noticed, we've omitted a lot of staples that you probably could put into a more powerful version of the deck. Yes, you could do like cards like Smothering Tithe, or you could put in, again, Heuristic Study. Not to say you shouldn't put these cards into this deck, but I want to keep it flavorful. So that's kind of why I've stuck with what I have. But if you want to go full on balls to the wall broken, you can add those cards in. They'll definitely pump up your deck a lot, but it's going to feel a little bit more cookie cutter. Just FYI, everybody. Okay, it looks like we're facing off against Raph and Mikey again. So that means they're going to try to get free value against us, but we will try to get around that. We'll try. Okay, in the meantime here... Okay, Angel's Grace, Worship Captain America, okay. No, not that many heroes, but that's okay. Okay, so a question for everybody again. From the Marvel set, whether it's the main one or the Commander product, has there been a standout card that you're just like, oh man, I love this card, you love what it does, you love adding it to your 60 card, your 99, or do you have a new commander that you are proud of leading with a brand new deck you've come up with from this set? Let me know what you have come up with, everyone. I would love to hear from you what has been your standout card from the set. Or are you just not interested in this set, or maybe you're looking forward to The Hobbit coming up? What's on your mind, everybody? Let me know. otherwise, let's see here. Opponent. Still. Play Raph and Mikey here. They have Shifting Woodlands, so if I'm guessing and try to cheat out something fast, we'll see if it happens. The good news is, though, we have what we need. We have plenty of mana, Shockland, Command Tower, and a Flood Strand. That's pretty good. Opponent's just going to start ramping for days. Dang, Raph and Mikey, though, definitely are troublemakers. Burgeoning. All right, so opponent has a way of getting out more lands. That's annoying. Oh, dear. Okay, so in the meantime, Pearl Medallion. So it makes all of our white sources cheaper. Okay, Forest. Map the front. Okay. Wow, they literally had all that ramp in hand. Must be nice. Sure, when I play Raph and Mikey, it doesn't go off as well as I would hope it would be. I'm not jelly. I'm not mad. Okay. If this also doesn't work out, again, we might put in some of the more degenerate cards in the deck. But we'll give it a shot with what I have. I wanted to keep it, again, flavorful. Okay. Can't take that long, opponent. I mean, it's just literally 2 lands. Come on. And you're only in 2 colors. Finally, okay. We will play Hollow Fountain. Play Cap. So, Raph and Mikey are going to do stupid stuff right now. Wait for it. Wait for it. I realize there is a way to get around Raph and Mikey, and I don't have it in this deck, and I don't know if I can fit it in there, which is going to be Authority of the Consoles. That's our main way to stop this stupid plan. So there it is. There's the Itali, like always. They do their thing. They steal stuff. They take our Dawn's Truce. A Farseek. Yep. That's nice. We have an Angel's Grace. If we need to. So we'll see. They Farseek again. Joy. They Surveil again. Okay, no blocks. Take the hit all the way down to 9. Totally fair. So let's see. We will play... I don't even know at this point. It's just... It's not going to go our way. Alright. Get the pump there. They get a land off of that. Not that it matters. Flooded Strand. Sacking it. We want... It doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, we'll just shock ourselves. Okay, go to... 6, Mass Meower. It's a little extra pump there. Swing. I mean, we came close. Got a couple lands there. Got a couple stuff there. But we lose all of that because of how her ability works. The only thing that's going to keep us alive right now will be an Angel's Grace. That's all we can do, everyone. Vaultborn Tyrant. Okay. Just cannot push through all this. Okay. Opponents. Any other stupid broken stuff you got? Okay. Opponents. Okay, let's see. Jacob, my favorite card from the set is Spider-Man Web Spinner. I think it's the best representation of Spider-Man and his powers. Okay. I hope you make a Spider-Man Brawl video because of the new Spider-Man movie coming out later this month. Oh, I forgot that is a thing this month. Okay. So, Emrakul gets cheated out, but it wasn't cast, so they don't get to steal stuff from us for a turn here. Let's do Angel's Grace. Okay. So, this provides for us at least one shot to survive. Just one. We take the hit, but we go to 1, no matter what. We live to see one turn. Is that enough? Does our opponent have something else? Oh, Spikefield hat. Opponent! Come on! Really? Spike field hazard? Get out of here. Get out of here. Ugh. Oh, I'm so disgusted right now. Oh, jeez. God, that makes me angry. Really? Come on. Spike field hazard. Jeez. I'm not salty, everyone. It's okay. Okay. I'm not salty. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Ah! Oh, that made me sad. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Find your center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay. 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 It's okay, everyone. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, seriously. I am. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just. Oh, jeez. I really thought we were going to be okay right there. Just to at least get one turn off. Opponent just has to be so dirty with that. But it happens. I mean, that is what happens sometimes in the game of Magic. Just when you think you stabilize, sometimes you just get the rug just pulled from you there. And then you end up just falling apart completely. It is what it is, though. In any case, moving on. All right, so we'll keep this hand. We can play Cap here, Wings of Freedom. Get the command tower out so we have perfect fixing, at least for turn 1. For the next turns, let's see. Oh, Chromatic Land, that's perfect. That's good for us. Our opponent is playing with Golos, so definitely more shenanigans abound. Brainstorm, okay. They are 5 colors, so we'll see if that's actually going to hurt us. So the plan now... We'll see if we can get around this. I don't know if we can. Let's use Experimental Augury now. So we can kind of set ourselves up here. We won't get the full value that we want. But maybe... Okay, we'll get the Otawara. That might actually be good. Okay, Bucky, that's cool too. Get the planes. We will play Chromatic Lantern. Does our opponent let us have this resolve? They have 2 islands already? Surely they cannot have a counterspell. Right? Okay, good. Phew, okay. So we have perfect fixing now. That's good for the next turn or so. Mystical Tutor. Ugh. What are they getting out? What are they getting out? Find out soon. Oh, it's the channel. All right, so they got the channel out, so they're going to cheat out something stupid right now. Ugh. Remind me again, why did I choose to play Rank Brawl if we're just going to deal with this nonsense? Okay. Well, we're still going to make it work, everyone. Some way, somehow. Captain America, team leader. Does he actually resolve, or does our opponent have a counterspell? Of course they have counterspell. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Play Bucky. Okay. Jacob, since this cap deck has a lot of equip, maybe Super Soldier Serum will be good for the day. I will definitely say, one thing I've learned also with trying to put these together is there's so many cards that I feel like I am omitting. But it's also kind of tough too, because there's a lot of stuff I would like to add. But having only 100 cards, believe it or not, actually is kind of limiting for this set because there's just so much that has come in. I actually am a little overwhelmed with trying to figure out like how to make this all work. But we will try to find a way to make it work some way, somehow. All right, so for now, all right. Here comes Cap again. Swing with Bucky, down to 23. Opponent has not played the channel yet. My assumption is they're waiting for something before they do it. Otherwise, they would do it right now. Do they do it now? Opponents? Opponent, do you have something in hand? Besides the channel, of course. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Sound the alarm. Okay. Are we dealing with anything here that's going to hurt us? Okay. Pyretic Ritual. Okay, so they're comboing off. I don't know. Can we survive? Will we survive? Is there any hope right here? Okay. Opponents, what you got? Okay, Golo's coming in. They hurt themselves, so they get this mana floated. They have all the other mana they need. They get a land card. So I'm guessing they're going to spin it to win it once. Come on. Fizzle. Fizzle. Okay, they got a Platinum Angel. We have ways of getting rid of that. So it's not impossible to get out of this. Captain America's shield. So let's see. Nick Fury first. Cheapens our plan just a little bit. We have Captain America, Wings of Freedom. Okay, so we have at least a decent amount of stuff to do. Okay. Big swing here. Get this Captain America out. Pump up our whole team. They can't block with the Platinum Angel or they will lose it, and they will lose. So, what do you do, opponents? What you gonna do? Okay, they block Bucky there. Down to 12. They go to 0 specifically. But Platinum Angel keeps them alive. We have to find a way to bounce that. Just get rid of it in some way, shape, or form. If it gets indestructible, then we are definitely sunk. But we still have ways of also exiling it if we need to in a pinch. Whatever opponent needs to do now is they need to combo off like crazy in order for them to stay alive. We'll see if we can get around it. We have to find a way around it. There has to be a way around. Okay, Delighted Halfling. Okay. Trying to make themselves uncounterable. So is our opponent just going to dirtle for the rest of the game? I have no idea. Okay, take up the shield. So let's see. How do we want to do this here? I guess Sapphire Medallion. Let's see. Not really anything else we can do at this point. This is actually kind of this is kind of awkward. Okay, because I mean, if you look at the board, we have plenty of ways of pushing damage, but they're already at 0. So there's not like there's going to be any more value to be had here. I guess I could do this. Captain America's shield. Put it on here. Gives him a big amount of pump. I'm mostly doing this now just to get value out of the deck. Okay. So -4. So even if they have life gain, this just makes sure that we can overkill them on it. Okay. Okay, so that -44. But we just need a way to bounce that stupid card off. Anything in our deck that can get rid of it will help us get the win. We have cards in the deck. They do exist. We just got to get to them. Some way, somehow. But at this point now, it's just going to be card draw and card draw and card draw. Okay, opponent, Guide of Soul. Okay, so this is also a reason why we wanted to just do extra damage, so that way Guide of Souls cannot sponge stuff for them. Okay, so... pass. At this point, there's nothing else we could really do. We have to literally draw into what we need. Okay. This could take a while. Seething Song, okay. If we have to, we still have ways of protecting our plan in case our opponent tries to get cheeky with us. They have a lot of lands. A lot of ramp. Okay. We're going to see if they can still try to get around this. They have literally all the ramp in the world. Okay. Land tax. Okay. Opponents. Talisman, okay. Okay. They keep getting all of their stuff. Mox Opal, reanimate. Okay. So the Mox Opal coming down. Okay. Still nothing yet. Okay. Board the Weather Lights. This helps us do something. Okay. Okay. Make sure we can just keep pushing damage out of their way. So now we have literally all the caps we ever want, but we just need a way to actually get rid of that stupid angel. We get rid of that angel, we get the win. -90. Okay. I hope that our opponent also has a win con, because also this is going to be very boring if we just cannot push through this. Worldly Tutor, okay. So they're trying to find something. Oh, they got the Emrakul, okay. Alright. So, are we dead? Got the mana drain. Yeah, well, I'm just going to call it there. Only just because Emrakul for free is also really dumb. Dang. We just couldn't get to our way of stopping the Platinum Angel. Of all things, the Platinum Angel. Literally just any removal would have killed it, and we just couldn't get to it. Alright, it's fine, everyone. We'll shake it off. We're going to try a little bit more. After this game, if we're still struggling a little bit, I might try to pump up the power level a little bit further with some more degenerate cards that, personally, I don't want to put into the deck, but if we have to do it, so be it. Which I'll talk about what those are in a bit. Okay, so we're facing off against Sephiroth here. So Sephiroth's trying to sacrifice things for value versus our deck. Okay, Spider-Woman actually not too shabby there. We have everything we need in terms of mana, so that's good. Let's play first off the Mountain. Oh man, if we only got that last turn of the hammer, that also would have been great too. Okay, so we'll play this on blue. Spider-Woman. Everything they have enters tapped. Okay, Signet. That's fine. Dawn's Truths. Oh, we can only discard that. Okay. Down to 23 opponents. So we need a white source. We have plenty of white sources, and that's not a problem. We just need to find a way to get to that. Black Market Connections. Ooh. I was going to start getting greedy. They can't turn that off. Okay. Otawara. So we have 4 mana, but now we have the wrong mana. Maybe I should have picked white instead. That's now on me. Don't yell at me in the comments, everyone. Please don't. Okay. They go to 15. Arena Apprentice. Okay, Fabricate. Sephiroth. Okay, so I'm going to lose Spider-Woman for this, but that's a small price to pay to blow up the board. Okay, we go to 21. They go to 15. Okay, good. Now we finally got what we need. Flooded Strand. So that means we can get out now our white source. We'll just get a plain old plains. So for this... Jeez. Okay, so what do we want here? Cap is nice, but we don't have ways of protecting him for a turn. Play Matt Murdock. Give him a counter. Pass. Okay. Opponents. Black Market Connections doing its thing. Making more mana. Draining themselves. Make a shapeshifter.
Play.
Yeah, play Crafter. Okay, fine opponents. Sacrifice things. They gain their life back. They drain us. Blood Artists. Okay, so now they're definitely going to start getting their life gain and drain value. Okay. Go to 15. They're at 11, though, so time is running out for both of us. This is going to be a fast one here. Okay, Expressive Iteration. Well, I guess that's something. So what do we get here? Okay, we'll get the Bolt. Put the Dispel back. Contentious Plan. Let's see, what do we want to get here? Okay, Bolt. Maybe? Okay, it's gone. They do some life gain drain. Contentious Plan. Just draw a card. Okay, got an island, that's fine. Play the island. Okay, so the plan now. Dawn's Truce can actually protect us if we need to. Not from every ping, mind you, because only the ones that target us would hurt us. Okay, so do they... Nothing yet. So that's 11. Alright, Iron Man armor. Okay. Well... Play the armor. Pass. Okay. make it treasure. They go to 10. Good sacrifice, okay. Dawn's Truce. Protecting our life total. That's literally all we're doing right now. Okay. Only hit us for down to 4. Just trying to slow it down, but that's not going to be enough. Alright. They got the Nykthos. Okay. Lightning Greaves. That might be game again. Dang. We're just not doing it right now. Okay, no more lies. We didn't make it, guys. No! Captain America is striking out here, and now we're losing rank. Dang. I thought this deck was going to be fire, but it's just not working for us right now. Maybe I might have to take some tweaks here. Okay. So before we get to the final stage of this live stream, what we might have to do is a couple more tweaks here. So maybe we should go full on degenerate. Not the most kindest way we're going to do this, but we're going to have to do it. So let's see. Okay. So we're doing it. Let's try this out here. Okay. So okay, Aristic City coming in. Wait, no, Tithe. Okay, Smother and Tithe coming in. Let's see, what else do we want? Probably a tutor? Let's see, this is really the only tutors we can get, right? Is there any other tutors that are helpful for us? Probably not. Actually, Enlightened Tutor probably might be the best one to put in. And then Authority of the Cosmos can slow down opponents. Maybe that might be better for us too. All right. Okay, so then that leaves us with, probably don't want to lose too many creatures because we still want to focus on a creature plan here. Okay, so let's see what we can cut that makes this deck feel a little bit more stronger and better off. So we still want to keep all of our stuff here. I don't know, Superhero Civil War sounds fun, but also sounds a little bit slow for our plan. So we'll cut that. I want to make sure also we can still do our thing. I don't know if the Iron Man armor is going to really help us out here, so we'll probably cut that. Okay, so in the meantime here, we're just trying to find small things here and there we can just kind of keep away here. I forgot to mention we also had Hawkeye, which is actually pretty sweet for our deck. Okay, Wear and Tear, Black Panther. Maybe we'll cut the Black Widow instead. Okay, maybe we don't need her as much. Just trying to think here, what else we can cut to then just make room for things. Okay. Probably Captain's Defense. Sorry. The flavor is good, but probably going to go on to cut that. Okay. And then is there anything else we can really... Let's see if the changelings themselves have anything that can help us out in this realm. Crypt Swap actually might help us out. Just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, that might be the only one. Tarian Molar actually could be helpful too. There are some cute little changelings here that actually can provide for us some extra value here and there. Let's see. Mass Meower probably doesn't really feel like it does much. We'll cut that too. And I think maybe that's it. Okay. I don't know, everyone. If you guys have any ideas of what I should or shouldn't be putting into the deck, let me know in the comments, everyone. What do y'all think? Of course, we'll talk about this near the end of the stream anyway, about like what we can do to kind of make the deck bigger, better, or whatever. Let's see. I don't know. Lightning Bolts. Maybe we cut that and just put in maybe like a small Wrath for the deck. Maybe that might be better for us. Or, hold on. Cyclonic Rift, I think, maybe? I'm trying to think of all the degenerate stuff that we probably may have missed. That definitely scales ourselves up a little bit differently with everything, but I think we should be fine with that, right? I think we should be okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself about stuff. But anyways, we'll give that a shot. We'll give that a shot. We will try. Okay, so Cap upgraded with a couple more tweaks in there. We're adding in some of the more degenerate stuff, but hopefully that should be enough to still get us to where we actually really want to be with the deck. So let's see. Are our final upgrades to the deck going to be enough? Find out here, everyone. Okay, so as we're nearing the last quarter of the stream, if you want to show me a little bit more love and also you want to be a true fiery friend helping us out today, this All-American Fireball. So we also have a Patreon page, and as well, we also have a members-only playlist over on YouTube. Both of these have exclusive videos that aren't uploaded to the main channel. So if you want to check those out and be a true fiery friend, with a little bit of extra money, you can support me month to month on that. But even if you don't, if nothing else, just simply join our Discord. Those links, of course, will all be located in the details below as soon as our live stream is done today. And any and all support you provide for me today, even if you're just watching, helps keep this channel going. So thank you so much to everyone who has been with me today, whether you've been in the chat or you've just been watching all nonchalant. I really appreciate all of you guys today. So thank you so much, everyone. That goes for everyone, not just my American friends today, but everyone around the world that watches this little fireball. Thank you. Jacob, it's competitive Brawl. You need to be degenerate in order to make it. Yeah. I try to be. I guess this is also my. I will say this is my bad habit when I make decks. Even when I upgrade them, I tend to sandbag myself a little bit just because I still want to try to find at least a decent pathway for people out there that want to play the decks but maybe can't afford everything in the deck. But I suppose that's, now that I think about it, I mean, that's probably the whole reason why you probably should consider my budget decks first off before you go all in on one thing. Any case here, let's see, we'll play the Verge. Sapphire Medallion. So, get that going. Unless they have a mana leak. Alright, so, and I do know that in competitive now, it's becoming a blue-dominated field. Okay, we got the Liberator, which is good. Alright, so, does Cap come in? Or is he going to get counterspelled? He gets counterspelled. I forgot to put in Wash Away. Alright. But yeah, Jacob, you're right. I really should be going completely broken. There's otherwise no way we're going to survive if we play too nicely. A Fury. But the hard part also is just decks like these, I throw them together. Jeez. I throw these decks together sometimes in like 10 minutes, and I really don't have any time to play test them. I'm literally just going off of what I think, in theory, sounds good. Alright. Okay. Okay, we get an equipment. We will throw out... Might as well get the Greaves. Put it on Liberator. Surely their last card cannot be removable. Okay, good. Okay, we get tokens. Okay. Something. Okay, Kefka coming in. That was a stupid little laugh. Okay, so we throw away... What do we throw away here? Probably we'll throw away the Otawara. They draw a card. Okay, got no more lies. Little late on that, but that's okay. Cap coming in. Protect Cap. Let's see. Swing with Cap. Make a soul. Wait, no soldier. I forgot because he has no equipment now. Okay. It's okay. I realized I probably should have swung first, then attach it to team leader here. Okay. Throw away the no more lies. They draw 2 cards. Block here. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Okay, board the Weatherlight. That's not too bad. So, for that... Actually, hold on. Swing here. Can't make a soldier token, but that's okay. Just because of kind of our way of setting ourselves up here. Shoot the Sheriff. Alright. Might as well do this now. Waterlog technique, okay. Opponent's digging for an instant. Are they digging out Force of Will? I'm guessing they have to dig out Force of Will or something that's a free spell. They have to. They have to. Okay. Clock's ticking, opponent. A decision must be made here now. What they're gonna get? What are they gonna get? Find out soon. They got the mana drain. Okay. Well, it's not horrible. It's nice for you to make budget decks, so though I am free to play, players have limited resources to make cards. Okay. I mean, I get that. I totally get that. And that's actually the whole reason why I even do my channel in the first place, though, Jacob, is for players like you out there that are free to play and can't afford everything immediately, especially because, trust me, as much as I spend probably like maybe too much money on like digital cards, this set already drained me so much. And I still want to make a couple more decks. I don't have enough money to get through everything I want, unfortunately. So we're just working with what I got here. But still appreciate you for checking me out. So I'm hoping that budget players out there that are struggling at least can get inspiration from a player like me that's hopefully going to be able to provide them enough support where they can do their thing. Okay, they draw some cards. We go to 21, but they're at 6. So our opponent needs something to stop us. Okay, so let's see. What do they do? Cyclonic Rift. Okay. Is there anything we can do to stop that? Not really. Okay. Put it back into our hand. We will... Okay, I guess we'll redeploy here. Cap comes back. Okay. Well, not ideal. But it does force us to discard. So we probably should discard the Rift. I don't want to, but that's it. They got 4 cards in hand. They are trying to rally back. Emeritus of Woe. They can use the Demonic Tutor side if they want to. Okay, so... Play Liberator, Captain America. Is that enough? Okay, we search our library for a card. Get the shield. Oh boy. I want to... Oof. Okay. There it was. Withering Torment. Go to 4. Dang it. We're trying here. Opponent's not making this any easier. I don't blame them, of course, because they want to win, but I want to win too. Okay. Mithril Coat goes bye-bye, sadly. They get 2 more cards off of that. We take the hit still, go to 13. Dang, I really wish they would just tap out, but they're not going to. Okay, trying. Sacrifice a permanent. The island goes bye-bye. Okay, Cabinet of Souls, okay. Well, name on hero. Avengers Assemble. Gets the pump. Swing. Alright. Okay, we got a mana drain off of that. Still can't do anything just yet. Down to 8. They draw a ton of cards. Is that enough, though? Okay. We're at 4, they're at 8. We have lethal next turn. That we have Shroud on. So, whatever opponent does here, this is going to be it. Do we get the win, or do we lose? I hate Ronoth so much. This card, I don't know why, it tilts me so much. Okay. How do we stop our opponent here? Okay, so I have an idea. I can't unequip. That's also kind of like an awkward part about this deck is we can... We'll do it this way. No, that doesn't work, does it? Okay. I guess we don't have a choice here. Opponents? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, that's game. Ah! Oh! Oh dear. I'm just gonna lose rank today, everyone. I can't get out of gold hell. Just so flustered right now with this, but it's okay. We got 3 wins earlier today with the budget deck, and we have failed to get any more wins beyond that. But we are still not giving up. We're going to try a little bit more, everyone. Let's try maybe like, okay, looking at the clock, I think I could probably squeeze in maybe 2 games tops at best. We're going to see if we could try 2 more times today. But that'll be it for the stream, everyone, because also, again, this little fireball also has to take care of some big boy stuff. So we'll try a couple more. Come on, deck. I believe in you. For America, let's do this today. We can do this. We totally can. Jacob, the Marvel set does have achievements that give you cards when you complete them. I wish I had all the achievements to do this. Oh, that's right. I'm so dumb. I realized I probably should wrap those up. For now, though. Play that tapped. Okay, so we have the Boros hand here, which is kind of hilarious. We actually also have the medallions. Okay, so Monica Rambeau. Flipping into Photon. I have another idea for her deck. I want to make a deck around her, too. But we'll see if we can do that in the future. For now, Pearl Medallion. Alright. Making all of our white sources cheaper. Just by a little bit. Frontline Rush. Okay. And they're going to start going wide with tokens. They swing. We go to 23. Opponents. Oh, they have a suplex. Wow. They actually have removal? Come on. Okay, it's fine. We will Ruby Medallion. So we have our other one, so at least we can still make things somewhat cheaper. Sort of. Okay. Opponent swinging again. We're at 21. Opponent, anything else? Monastery Magic. That's going to be a problem for us, but... Ooh, okay, we got what we want there. Wait, hold on. Oh, dang it. Jeez. I pushed it on the wrong one. I should have put blue. Alright, so... Hold on. Probably do this now. Throw it away. Blow away the board. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I should have done island. I don't know why I was thinking mountain. Oh, hopefully that doesn't cost me the game. Starting town. A little slow. I guess that works, sort of. Aranya. Caps shield. If they have removal, so be it. But at least now we have the other pieces in play. So, from here, opponents. I know they want to play Photon completely, so we'll see. Do they make tokens? Do they have removal? Nothing yet. Okay, another mountain. Okay, here comes Photon. Okay. Sapphire Medallion. Alright. For now, cap coming down. Get that value. Okay, so... see. I would love to get the hammer on him, but that hilariously cannot work because we don't have the right attachment to him. We get the shroud. That means we get things... I should probably get the coat because this automatically can be added on. Pump up Aranya. Obviously, they're not going to block, so this at least provides us for us a little bit of value. 21. Okay. No, we actually just threw away the hammer there. Okay. So, plan now. We actually hilariously could do the shield plan if we want to with this version of Captain America. All we just need to do is actually attach it. This can go from there. Jessica's will. Okay. Oh, they gotta... Okay, well, wait. Do they have to play the farewell on this turn? Or is it the next turn? Okay, that has to be this turn. So, Stone Crusher Giants. Okay. They hit us. Stone Crusher Giant comes down. Okay, so at least the farewell does go bye-bye. So at least we don't have to worry about that. Triome. Okay. Okay, so... swing here. Renia gets bigger. We make a soldier token. Yes. Block opponents? Maybe? Okay. Get Avengers Assemble coming in now. Okay, now we actually are making some progress here. Down to 7. Okay. Not too shabby. Counter Souls. We lose the Angel's Grace. Draw another card. Okay. Well, now we're starting to get some progress here. But is it enough? We could Sponge the Bone Crusher Giant. Just once. Is that enough, though? Okay, opponents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is actually enough to get both of these guys out. All depends on what our opponent does here. Thankfully, we managed to prevent our opponent from going super wide, so that has helped out a lot. But is that going to be enough? Opponent is thinking. 3 cards in hand. If they have Pump, we could be dead. Sun Pearl Kieran. Okay. Ooh, okay. They bounce back. Interesting. Bone Crusher. They swing. Do they go to face? Okay. Go to 11. Do they have lethal? Oh, please don't tell me they have lethal. We were so close. Aw. No. Dang it. That's a heartbreaker. We were almost stable. We almost had them there. Okay. All right. Final game, everyone. Win or lose. No matter what happens, we are going to see if we can try to get one more shot here with Captain America. But whatever happens, we will do, of course, our final little wrap-up of the deck tech itself. We'll talk about, again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because some way... Oh, Jesus, Balin. All right. Are we going to be dealing with stupid shenanigans? Okay, well, we got a Cyclonic Rift. I guess that's not horrible, but still not quite what I want. All right, but we'll see. Can we get around the shenanigans of this rabbit? I guess we'll find out here. So... play the Verge. We'll try. We will try. All right, starting down. Okay, that's not too bad. So that comes down. Pearl Medallion. So that makes everything cheaper here. That's good. But seriously, though, this is going to be a bit of an annoying one. Heir Apparent. All right, here come the hares. The rabbits are coming. Verge. Cap coming in. Takes a small hit there. That's fine. We'll try. But yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly for our deck today. What worked, what didn't work, and maybe things to consider for the deck. There's definitely a lot you can work with Captain America. He's not as one-dimensional as you think he is, although he is going to be a little tricky to build around. Okay. So, opponent, what else you got? Anything else? Okay, cool. Okay, Otawara. That's not horrible. Put that down. All right, let's see if we can start getting our heroes going here. All right. Start swinging. Opponent, do you block? I would love to do the Overload. That's 7 mana still. Down to 17. Okay. But if Black Panther also takes damage, he gets to throw it back at our opponents. So, opponent can't get too cheeky here. Bounce away the Heir Apparent. So no value off of that. Too bad, opponents. No tokens. He has to tap tokens, though. So that is the key for Balin to actually do its thing. It needs tokens. It can't just tap rabbits as is. Okay. Heir Apparent again. So they start making some rabbits. But we can still push through damage no matter what. Ooh, Director Nick Fury's not bad either. So, okay. So we have options here. We have options. Let's get down Nick Fury here now. Get our team pumped up. Swing. Get some heroes out. All right, cool. Spider-Woman. She's actually going to be pretty good for us. Does our opponent block? Do they take the hits? Anything? Oh, they don't. Okay. That's actually good for us. Down to 5. Ooh, we're close. Spider-Woman. Pump her up too. The Gonjo. Okay, so we do have a flyer in the air. Is that going to be enough? Can we get around the rabbits before they go off? That is going to be our plan here. And also, they can't block Black Panther for too long here because he will do damage at them. Can we finally secure a win here? Okay. They enter tapped, and also they can't use the tokens because they're just going to end up tapped anyway. All right. Your tokens do nothing to block your plan. I think we got him. I think we got him. Okay, ooh, the Mutavault. Okay, that's cool. All right, so final swing here. Did we get the win? Okay, block. You have to block everything, opponents. This is lethal. Okay, I think we got him. There we go. With the Mithril Coat on top of that to protect Nick Fury. And there, I think that's game. Big hit there. But Black Panther finishes off our opponent there, and we get the win off of that. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, finally. Ending the stream on a good note. Ending it with a win, that felt very good. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yay. All right. Oh, man, that was so exhausting. I was thinking like, oh, come on. We got to at least get one win with the upgraded deck, and we finally did. Okay. Well, there we go, everybody. That's basically it for today's gameplay footage, but let's go ahead. Let's talk about the decks overall. What do you think, everyone? Captain America for you. Jeskai Heroes. Do you like the deck? Would you play the deck in any way, shape, or form? Okay. This one's going to be a bit of a trickier one because you can see the deck definitely can go off once we start getting all of our heroes going. So something that I probably should maybe reconsider for the deck is maybe we should go a little bit more creature heavy with the deck overall. I probably put in maybe a couple too many non-creature spells that kind of fumble and don't do anything. So you saw in the early part for non-ranked, the budget one feels fun. It's definitely an easy one that feels very appropriate for the level that you want to play it at. So this is, I think, like what? If you're going to play this in like, I don't know, like Commander, this is like what, like a bracket 1, bracket 2 deck? Similar to the Precon, but just a little bit cheaper. So if you don't want to spend $75 in paper, or if you actually want to, you know, put together this one's actually cheaper than even the Precon. The Precon would allow $75 plus like what, a tax? You're probably looking at like $80 for just the flat out one. The version that I put together today, I think, is only like $60. So, I mean, if you want to save like $20, you can put this together for that much if you want to. And if you're playing it in Arena, you also don't have to spend all your gems on the one that's actually in the store. And you can play my version for way cheaper. I think my version only is going to cost you like, what, 12, 13 rares? That's not too bad, right? That's way cheaper than this. That's just ridiculous. 12,000 straight up? Ugh. Don't pay that price, everyone. Please don't. Please don't. But as far as the upgraded deck, and again, this is something that I know one of you did point out, so Jacob did make a good point about this. If we are going to do this in the future, when we do upgraded decks, I hate to say it, but yeah, you do have to go full on degenerate. So that means you do have to rely on a lot of the staples that some of you may not want to hear. But if you're going to play competitively and you actually do care about your rank, if you're playing blue, you're going to have to do things like Force of Wills, heuristic studies. If you're playing in white, of course, you will have to do things like your Smothering Tides. Basically, try not to shortchange yourself too much. You will just try to have to go all in. I have Ancient Tombs, of course. We have fetch lands. You just can't hold back anymore. The power level for competitive now is so high. You really are going to sandbag yourself a lot, like I did today, if you do not try to get a little bit more serious. So FYI. But if you don't want to play serious, if you just want to play casual, you can do minor tweaks to the upgraded version we showed you today, and you can still have fun in like the casual format, but that's up to you guys what you want to do. Make this deck what you will. At least I will say, Captain America, if nothing else, if you just look at him as a standalone card and what he does, he's fun. He gets out of control very quickly if you know how to build around him correctly. I think for the upgraded one, I probably would put in a lot more creatures, but unfortunately, I don't have enough rares to cover everything the set has. So all the upgraded rares that I wanted to put in from the Commander set, look, there's still a lot here that we still have yet to get. Stuff that can help us out. The Mind Stone would have been nice to have. Other Black Panthers, Hawkeye here. Like, I want Namor, but yeah, same thing. I don't have enough mythics and rares. There's just so much you can cover with this deck that I'm still barely scratching the surface of what we can put into the Marvel decks. I'm only down to like 6 rares, guys, so I got to be very careful as to what I craft because I want to make sure I have enough cards left over to actually make deck text for you guys in the future. It's no fun talking in theory about deck techs if I cannot actually show you how the decks work. So I got to be careful as to what I craft. Having said all that, budgets aside, if you do like either one of the decks that we built today, whether you like the non-budget one, whether you like the budget one we put together, I will leave, again, links in the details below once we're done in just a few moments with some screenshots that'll highlight the deck visually for everyone to see. Now, before we go, if you guys still want to stick around for just a few moments, here's a sneak peek for my true fire friends who have been here long enough to show you what are we going to be highlighting for the next couple days. So, on Monday, we have Feline Fury here. So, this is going to be a Selesnya Cats deck that I put together that will be fun for the budget Pioneer players out there. So, that's actually going to be something we'll be doing. A full video of that is being worked on as we speak. So, that'll be done in time for Monday morning. So, stick around for that, guys. It'll be coming. Otherwise, our next live stream, we're looking to go to the dark side. So we're going to be doing some villain decks coming up. We have a Hail Hydra deck that's going all in on tokens. This is, again, a budget Rakdos Hydra deck that we're going to put together using Madam Hydra. So cool commander. Nothing super fancy with her, but she does create a lot of tokens. So we're going to try to work with that. Beyond that, future deck techs, we'll do definitely a poison deck again. We got to highlight poison again, thanks to the Serpent Society. That actually was a fun card. So we're going to build around that. Still working on it still. I have a somewhat finalized version, no sideboard yet, but we're still trying to tweak it to make sure it's appropriate. I'm still also working on a villains deck that I haven't yet actually gotten started yet because I need more time to build that. We do, of course, have another deck that I want to put together. I want to make together a hyper aggro deck utilizing cards such as Quicksilver. I know he's not really anything super fancy. He's literally just like a free, hasty, I don't know, like Mem Knights, but he can put something together. I have an idea with him. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot in the Pioneer format when the time comes. Again, more details to come. We're still playing around with that a lot. Otherwise, anything that's non-Marvel related, once we get a little deeper into the summer, I have a Goth Girl Summer deck. So this is actually a deck that I put together just for fun that highlights Liliana. So if you are, again, fans of Liliana, this will be your mono black deck to shine. We'll talk about that again a little bit later into the summer. We have a Satya Strikes deck that also I want to play around with. This was originally going to be the deck I was going to do for 4th of July if Marvel actually didn't become a thing, but it did. So I'll put this on the back burner. I might play around with it a little bit. I don't know if I'm actually going to highlight this specifically in its own live stream, but we'll see. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Beyond that, any other decks that we're working on right now? I have a token deck using, what is it? I have a token deck that's using Campbell here. I don't know if I want to do like a Pioneer version of him. I might do this actually as just a full-on Brawl deck, utilizing some of the cards that highlight it. So Okioi here from the Dora Milaje, she actually creates first tokens, and tokens get first strike. That's actually a sweet ability. Maybe we might make her as just a standalone commander. I don't know. We're still playing around with that in the Sentry. I know some people think the Sentry is not that good, but there is a way you can cheat out your own copy of the Void and do that with Campbell. So playing around with that still don't know if I want to do it. I'm still kind of, the jury's still out on that one. And I mentioned earlier during the stream, Monica Rambeau here, aka Photon. We actually do want to do her too. Unfortunately, I ran out of mythic wild cards to build her in 60 cards. So if I have to, plan B is to just make it a Brawl deck. But we'll see, you guys. I'll ask you guys in some poll coming up. Do you guys want to see more budget Brawl decks, more budget Pioneer decks? What you guys want to see from the Marvel set? Let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you about, again, what you want me to build for other formats. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for today, everyone. I still have even more ideas beyond this, but they're all like in the concept theoretical phase. So we're talking like, there's like also like a Wanda deck I want to put together that's like a Ruby Storm deck, but also, again, I ran out of cards for that. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit to see if we can actually achieve and get more wild cards to craft. But that's pretty much it for today, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone. Hi. Oh, Sneaky Toilet. Hello, my fire friend. How you doing today? Hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us. Oh, you missed me? Oh, I missed you too, bro. I miss you too. But I'm so sorry. We're going to be ending the stream right now. I'm so sorry. Still, I appreciate you being here, though. I really do, though. I thank you for popping in for just a moment there. Okay. So, with that is going to be the end of the stream for today, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone that was here with me today. Have a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July, everyone. And again, we will get a chance to do this again very soon. But before I go, as always, final shouts to everyone that was here with me today in the chat. So again, Crawfish Cigarette, thanks again for popping in. Darkside Cookies, also. Fret Y2R, thanks again for popping in. Shout out again one more time for you if you didn't hear it. Anthony King, thank you again for appreciating my content. Thanks again also for Jacob for hanging out with me today. TTV Shieldred, appreciate you as well there. House of Magic, also popping in for a little bit there, and Sneaky Toilet rounding out me saying hi at the near end. And for those of you that are watching me across any of our other forums, such as X or Instagram or YouTube, if I didn't get a chance to see you guys, if you chatted on other platforms, I'm sorry. The multi-stream chat, for some reason, only just does it for Twitch and YouTube. So sorry about that, guys. I try to still keep other windows open across my other devices just to see if you guys are chatting. So if I missed your chats, again, my apologies, but I still appreciate everyone that did check me out for today. The replay, if you missed any of the content, will be located on across all of my socials. So if you want to see the vertical versions, there'll be copies, of course, on Instagram, and there's dual versions, vertical and horizontal, over on YouTube. We have, of course, us located on X. As always, most of you were catching me on X today, so appreciate that. Shout out to you guys. And as well, also on Twitch as well. But I'm mostly going to be on YouTube, so if you want to support me, again, check me out on YouTube, guys, and I'll be happy to just chat with you there. Oh, of course, on wow, I'm most of my train of thought here. But usually if you want to catch me normally, I'm usually very active on X and also Discord. So check out those. All links, one more time, will be located in the details below. But anyway, I got to go, everyone. I got to get ready for work. But don't worry. We'll get a chance to do this again. We're shooting for Wednesday afternoon, everyone. We're going to be back again Wednesday with a villain deck. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone. One more final thing I want to say before we go, and one more time for everyone out there. Just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Later.